Hello and happy full moon in Sagittarius. So I'm going to give you some quick insights, overview of what's going on in the energy now, how to make the best use of it. And I'll be using the Astro Soul Oracle and Soul Purpose Alignment Oracle, and the first one will put things into perspective. What's in the astrological weather is really important for us to pay attention to, and this is from an intuitive perspective more than the intricate scientific part of it. So it's using the Astro Soul Oracle, and the second part is using the Soul Purpose Oracle. So how are we going to use this energy? How can we make the most out of it so that it actually takes us further and actually allows us to be more of ourselves and bring more out in our work? So I'll get right into this full moon in Sagittarius. And of course, Sagittarius has a very energetic, bubbly feel to it. It's very optimistic. It has that quality of, daring to search, to go on this grand adventure. It's the one that would, be all up and ready. If you know any Sagittarians, you might know that it always most of the time in that space to get on board with an adventure, something exciting. They bring a lot of enthusiasm, excitement, optimism. So if this is something that you've been lacking, you've been feeling a bit down about something, this full moon is a good opportunity to reignite, bring back the spark for something that's really near and dear to your heart. So the first card, the Astro Soul Oracle, comes up is Jupiter. Jupiter is so these cards that come up reflect some aspect of what's going on right now, and that's really important for us to consider. So Jupiter in the picture, it encourages that expansive quality feeling, thinking big, reaching for the stars feeling, and stretching higher, reaching higher. But with this Jupiter, after this card comes, so it also talks about that you might feel like the sky is the limit kind of feeling, or you might feel like you want to dive deeper into some area and really get into some higher learning, even spiritual learning. It's that whole feel of thinking big picture and seeing things from the higher dimension. But then this card comes up. This is serious, and this represents the hidden aspect that we're not seeing quite yet. And because this comes up now, it is a caution to know that there may be some other angle that you're not seeing to this expansive feeling. So it may give you a good bit of necessary caution, so that you don't go all gung-ho into something. Observe some reflection, looking at things from this angle. So not only from that high perspective, but from within you, what's going on. So know that you may not be able to all at once realize your dreams. So this grounds things into reality, because it puts that code within you back in the picture. And this is how much you are able to handle right now, is what you are able to do. So even though you might feel this, this expansion, this this great possibilities that you can tackle, you can do. This here is a reminder that there is something to be explored, but right now there's so much that you can do physically, that your physical body can bring. So at the same time that it lifts off, it brings you optimistic feelings, and thinking positive about things and seeing a different layer. There's also some caution associated around this full moon about not getting too overexcited and not pulling yourself all at once into something. Still knowing what is it that that you can do. And here again, Saturn comes up. Saturn is that patient, is the one that attends to the tasks that need to be done. So this is your grounding, that high vibe feeling, that really expansive, like out of the box, big picture feeling that you can do anything, the sky's the limit, with the real world stuff. And this allows you to actually get something done, and it's a great thing, even though you may feel like, this comes up, is like Saturn is like something that tells you to watch out, be careful, just attend to do the serious stuff. It has that heavy feel sometimes, but in this case it is about actually implementing the things that you are able to do from all of those big exciting feelings that you're having. So using the energy wisely by actually getting something done, so you can use this time to really capitalize on, it may not be everything that you're feeling, but some, choose wisely what is really important for you to work on right now. With the other card, this work is really concerning reaching a higher level in especially the things that you're doing. So putting, this is actually about advancing. And so we're gonna have the solstice in just a few days too, and this is a great time to raise the bar, to open yourself up to a different level, of a higher level of it's like a doorway opening, a more light opening, to allow you to rise to your next level potential that you're capable of. And this is such a really a blessing at this time, because it's giving you the excitement through the expansive feeling, but it's also giving you some caution and some actual time to do stuff and to implement all of these high energy and high vibrational feelings that you're having. And yet again, right after the house of career with ranks, there's a house of work. And what does that mean? It means that things are really, really going to take get grounded, and you're going to attend to things that actually get things done. You're going to get things done to put two into it's such a powerful time to do that, to use that energy that is there, that optimistic energy. And if you use it right, you can get a lot done in your work that will help you raise the bar, that will help you reach a certain goal, a certain aspiration that you're having. So really use this time wisely. It's a really brilliant buzzing energy right now. I have the soul purpose card, so that was the Astro Soul Oracle, And let me share the soul purpose oracle. So the first card is romantic heart. What this is saying is the expansion, the optimism that you're feeling. It will also be reflected in your relationships, your partnerships, and your intimacy, your feeling of connection with, it can really ignite that. So if this is something that resonates with you, and again, even if there is no other person, there is that connection within that you can optimize. You can always have that divine partner to strengthen the love for what you do, and to bring more of that in your awareness, in your relationships around. And you're doing that with this magic dust of positivity and excitement that's being sprinkled around right now, and that is being given for this reason to be make proper use of, to actually put two and two together, to transform it on the earth into your real life work. And now, I mentioned before that you may feel this is a time where you may feel drawn to higher learning, spiritual learning. So you may find that your mind is opened up to exploring topics like these. This is a great time to do that because of the Sagittarius influence. Especially, it encourages that bigger picture look at things, and if you need that to do your work as well, it helps you get a different layer in your work, a big picture approach in your work, to help you get stuff done. And of course, you're doing all of this intentionally. It's not just arbitrarily, going with the wind. You are following your impulse and passions and excitement, but you're also doing it in a way, and this is to maximize the energy at this time. You're doing it in a way that actually helps you get to your goals. You can really harness this energy right now. We have this card, it's the peace wisdom keeper. So it's about connecting with your higher self and guides. Again, this is a perfect time because of the high vibrational energy to do this. You may find that you need this too, with a lot of buzzing and all that. You need to get centered and balanced so that you'll be able to use that energy and channel it really well. So getting connected to your higher self and connecting to your spirit guides is a beautiful time for that, to improve on that connection, strengthen that connection so that you can bring more forward. And then it's time for celebration. So don't forget that Sagittarian spirit of celebrating, living in the moment, and paying tribute for your journey and just the moment. No reason needed to live this celebratory spirit. Now, the thing that is needed at this time, like I mentioned before, there was the influence of Jupiter, there was the influence of Saturn, and in between that this is what is needed. So this is Capricorn energy, and Capricorn energy helps you to know what is important to take you higher in your work. So it is a great time, especially with the sun activity in the background and solstice coming up. It's a great time to recollect yourself, to recollect yourself around your work and to give yourself the time, to give yourself the space, the allotted time to do the things that you have to do, and know that good things do take time, and sometimes a big adventure can take quite some time to unfold. But the Capricorn is the one who will be who'll be patiently doing the work behind the scenes, climbing that mountain. And so when the time comes, everything's all together, and the next part in your career, or in the work, in the stages, in your goals and aspirations, the next part is right there waiting for you. So that was the Astro Soul Oracle, and in overall, it's such a great time to really soak in this positive energy. If you need a lift, if you need some inspiration, if you need like a recharge to get going again in your work, then this is a perfect time to use that, and then to access all of this positivity, this optimistic energy around, and then channel that into what you're doing. If you want to take your gifts to the next level, if you want to put your work out there, if you want to do something surrounding the work that you do, or things that you're doing in the world, this is such a great time to tap into that, to tap into the positivity, the energy, to reorganize yourself, then know what's really important, what's most important, that will take you to the next level. And efficiency in working is such a great thing, a great skill to have, to keep allowing in your space, in your life, because that's how you'll have greater freedom to express yourself, to do the things that will take you further. You do something small and it will take you so far. And that this is the whole point, because the Sagittarius is looking long term, it's looking big picture, it's looking in the distance, it's looking way ahead at what is possible. But you are, it's ready to pull that bow, shoot. It's ready to do that, right? But your task with this energy is to direct it in just the way that you want it to go, and with just the amount of energy and the amount of precision, the direction, because you are able to do that, to know where to go, not just shoot arbitrary. Enjoy that space, to enjoy that feeling of warmth, that connection, camaraderie with others, because it's really bubbly energy. It just is a more outward kind of expression, connecting you out there, helping you receive the high vibrations, and putting it out there in a very useful form. So it's a very potent time, actually, and I hope this was helpful for you. Now these are your new tips, your insights, and a little bit of guidance of how to make the best use of this energy now. Now the chakra treasure quest has begun today. It's at sale today. You can still join. It's open until later this week to join, but the price is going up on Wednesday. Today is Monday, so it'll be going up in 2 days. It's really a lot of value for what you're paying right now, so I urge you to check it out. It's going to help you to do the work that can get you really far ahead. Not just scattering the work that you're doing, but you have a directed approach in healing your chakras, clearing the blockages, because the part of activating your chakras, allowing yourself to receive all of this high vibrational energy, the part of that is in clearing your space to receive. You may actually feel that at the full moon time, this extra surge to clear up space, because a lot of new is coming in to your space. And the same with your body. That's what we're going to be doing starting from today. So we set sail for the first island today. You can check it out. As soon as you sign up, you'll get your welcome package. And today the first island's information, everything about actually docking at the first island will be included. We'll actually dock at the first island today. But as soon as you sign up, you get all the welcome package. And to get orient yourself a little bit to the exciting adventure. Such a great time to be going on this adventure because of the full moon in Sagittarius. Just sees long term into the future, the high, you stepping into your full expression, because you're clear yourself at the spiritual, physical, mental, emotional levels as much as you can, as much as is possible for you, as much as your soul wants to expand and grow, and you clear that and you make room for the energy to flow through you and to express more of your gifts, because you'll have less resistance. And this is at each level of the chakras, each level. So the root and the sacral and the solar plexus and the heart and the throat and the third eye and the crown, and then the whole aura all together. And all together, all of this is for you to use your gifts. If you have gifts and it's coming up to the surface, like you feel like you're coming out of the closet and you want to make the best use of it, this is not only going to help you clear space to receive energy, but it's going to help you embody that energy through your gifts. So the two together, because you can't have one without the other. You can't properly use this energy, activate the energy without grounding it, without expressing your gifts. And as you do that, you're going to, like the Sagittarius, you're going to align out there with your highest potential. Really draw that to you with each step you take along this journey. So I have designed it in such a way that it's very efficient, that you only, it's in little chunks, good enough for you to do at each checkpoint on the island, on each point that each task you have to do in the island. And it's really fun and you feel like doing it. I promise that you will really enjoy it. You have all the tools to help you clear all the types of blockages in all your chakras, so that you know that when you step out there, you are really bringing yourself out on stage in the best way that you can, with the fullness of you, with the confidence to take the steps to express your gifts, to use your gifts in higher service, with a bigger picture in mind. So I hope you take advantage of that offer, because it's only up for a couple of days again, the introductory price, and you have access. You can check out the details at tinytiny.cc/ctq. So have a wonderful, bubbling full moon in Sagittarius. Make the most out of this time to get going with your goals, to do the things that will take you really far. That, when you shoot that, you pull that bow back and you shoot the arrow, that it will go so far, because you did it in the high efficiency way. And again, I hope to see you on the Chakra Treasure Quest, but if not, around here as well. Until next time.